Hello, Internet. Did you want to say?
Oh.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So I'm Dan. This is Louise. Hi, Internet.
Hello.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Louise.
Now, we've been friends for about a year or so, just over, I think, right now, and you may not think from looking at us that we may have that much in common. I mean, look at you. You're a beautiful, confident, funny lady, and I'm an awkward, sexually ambiguous nerd, but but we have something very big in common, which we have bonded over.
We're socially inept.
Normally, you do something awkward, you don't really want anyone to notice, do you? But whenever we do something mortifying...
We're like batties, so we're like, you've done it.
The other person always notices. Basically what happens, awkward moment, we look at each other, and then because we know that no one else realised what we did other than each other, we kind of just have a breakdown and we start laughing until we're dribbling everywhere. Because this happens so often, one day we decided that we should write down every time something incredibly mortifying happens.
We should note it.
So what we're going to do today is we are going to relive all of our awkward moments.
I have forgotten most of these because I tend to block those moments out because that's how I go outside again.
I'll start with the first one that we ever wrote down. The inappropriate joke incident. We were at an event, me and Louise. We're walking into a room full of people that we'd never met before.
It wasn't just a room full of people milling around, we were having a talk. There was a semicircle of people on chairs and then a speaker at the front. So we were all silent. Dan walks in late. Should have just sat down.
Should have just sat down and been quiet, uneventful. But instead, I walk in and, butterfingers, I drop my notepad on the floor.
And a bottle of water.
And a bottle of water. And I decided to go, sorry, had a stroke. No one laughed. No one laughed. So, bad joke. Okay. Silence, and then Louise in the corner just goes...
Because I just saw it and everyone looked horrified.
Phil, like, all these other people, the lecturer. So, yeah, you know, awkward moment, eye contact, uncontrollable laughter.
That's when I knew
that we were meant to never be together.
Yeah.
The accidental penis touching incident.
The moment we walk in, Phil hasn't seen Louise in a few weeks.
I hugged it, then I drew my hand away and brushed it upon something. And what I should have done is in my head think, well, that's awkward. I think I just brushed it on Phil's willy. Sure I didn't, it'll be fine, and sit down. But instead I went, did I just touch your penis? Phil just looked afraid and said no.
Thankfully, no penis touching happened. She touched the phone, but then Phil just kind of left, and then I was just like, you've been in our apartment for 9 seconds, Louise, and you've already accosted someone. That's...
It's the things that you should just think and worry about, but I just went, did I just touch your penis? Hi, did I touch your penis? Yeah.
The stomach incident.
Okay, here's another one for you. I was once complimenting you on what you were wearing.
Thank you.
Nice guy. I said, your belt looks nice, and I guess I fondled your waist belt, and then in a room full of people, you apparently said...
I'm sorry if you're young. Parent alert.
Don't touch my stomach. I would literally rather you fingered me than you touched my stomach.
I don't like people touching my stomach. That was really awkward. Everyone was just like... and Dan just went like...
The chair incident.
We were at this party once and...
Which is a bad start for any situation
for us
with me.
especially.
It shouldn't be that.
Oh, no.
We were sat on some chairs, okay? And Louise goes, Dan! And rests her head on my lap, across some chairs.
Thought that'd be nice.
However, at the same time she tried to do that, I was in the process of standing up. And what happened was, as I stood up, Louise found herself having nowhere to go.
So I just clung on to his lap.
What could make this situation worse? Phil took 11 photos. In this picture that you can see now was the last recorded moment where everything was okay.
On my descent.
The calm before the storm,
Yeah.
if you will. So I get off the chair, Louise grabs onto my leg, and then that happens. Let's just zoom in on Louise's face here. I then, however, continue to walk. And Louise... This is the exact moment Louise knew that she was in trouble. See, 2 photos previous, falling off the chair.
Fun and games.
Falling off the chair is fun. The danger is real. You then just completely collapsed on the floor.
Everyone saw.
Everyone saw. So, I mean, that was...
We shouldn't go to parties.
That was bad. I have this one, though, labelled as our lowest moment. What's the time that we felt the most personally mortified in front of one person? The Harries incident. Okay, guys. Okay. It's that bad.
I hope he doesn't watch.
Do you want to just, should we relive it?
The Harries incident.
Me and Louise were at YouTube, okay? And we were having lunch. This was a pretty casual day. We weren't
There
doing
weren't
anything
many people
important.
there.
Weren't many people there, so we didn't exactly look very nice. We weren't wearing the greatest clothes. So we were sat in this reception on some sofas.
Like beanbaggy sofas, not good posture, but like...
So we were kind of like folded up. We unwrapped our sandwiches, and then at the same time, because, you know, if the room's empty and you're really hungry...
No one's looking, you're just gonna go...
You're gonna go for it. At the exact moment we had just taken a huge bite of the sandwich, Harries busts through the door, walks up to us, hey guys, and we are just like, hi.
I swear like a breeze goes through his like...
It's like
golden brown
an actual
hair.
heavenly glow happened.
He
Finn
looks
opens the door.
like perfection, like immaculate, great shoes, great coat. He just walks in and goes, hi guys. And me and Dan are slumped over in the corner of this slouchy sofa, wearing our hoodies, with so much food in our mouth. We're like, oh.
Food dribbling down our fronts with shock, and with our mouths full of sandwich, we're just like, Then we both start choking on our sandwiches. So we're just shocked. We embarrassed ourselves. He turns around like,
choking.
I'll come back to those guys later, and then we're just like, and then he just walks out.
And that's it. And we're just left in the aftermath like big sandwich face losers.
So that's Finn's lasting memory of me, which is just really great. That was a great time. It wasn't at all traumatizing. Wow.
Good times.
Why are we around each other? I mean, I do
brilliant.
enough awkward things myself, but the fact that when
it's-
you're around, I can't get away with these things.
We should do more things together.
We shouldn't. Tell us if you know any people that kind of catch all of your most embarrassing moments,
Or if you've done anything similar to us in any of those scenarios.
that's just completely killed the vibe of any situation.
Let's
And
all relate.
oh my god. We actually did a video on Louise's channel where we prank called some YouTubers, which
We laughed.
yeah,
There was tears.
there was actual tears. Should we do the sexy end screen dance?
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage. It's the sexy collab dance. This is really weird. Is it crossing a line, this? Oh, we just touched awkwardly.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to subscribe to my channel because you liked this video, then you can click here. And if you want to watch the prank call video that I did with Louise, then just click generally that this, for some reason, it's okay when I do it, but this is so much worse right now.
I feel weird. This is what I didn't want to do on the internet.
We've crossed a lot of lines together, but for some reason this just feels...
Still going though, aren't we?
Should we stop everything?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.